Camas, Washington has become one of the most popular relocation spots in Southwest Washington, and for a good reason. But before you move here, there are 5 major pros and 5 critical cons you need to know about. And stick around to the end because the single biggest downside is something out-of-state buyers have zero clue about until they get here. Let's get into it. If you're new here, I'm Jamie Meushaw, and I've been helping buyers and sellers buy and sell homes here in Southwest Washington, Portland metro area for over the last 30 years. Now I want to get right into pro number 1 of Camas, and that's going to be the one thing that we always hear about the most from people that are relocating here out of the area, and that is going to be the top tier public schools and the Camas School District. So if you're relocating here out of the area, usually it's almost always families that are asking about this, which schools are the best, and it always comes down to the Camas School District here in Southwest Washington. Camas consistently ranks in the top 10 of school districts here in Washington State, not only in academics, but if you have someone or a child that is interested in sports, Camas schools are always competitive in their sports. If you look at their sports history, you will see how competitive they have been. So the school system itself in Camas and combined with the sports is why the draw is so big here in Southwest Washington and the Camas area. Pro number 2 is going to be that Camas is still relatively a small community with just about 28,000 people. Even though it is still growing, it's not growing at a really fast pace. So you still have that small community feel. The great thing about Camas is that it has a beautiful downtown area that has a lot of local restaurants and shops. And throughout the year in the downtown Camas area, they do a bunch of community events between a farmer's market, Camas Days, and a lot of other things that just bring the community there in Camas. So the great thing about it is that even though it's a small town feel, if you want to be able to go to a major metropolitan city, you have Portland not too far away. So with all of the small town events that Camas has, a lot of the people that I help relocate here are families from other areas, and having that small town community feel is extremely important to them. So this is why this is going to be my pro number 2, that it still has that small town feel for Camas. Now, pro number 3 is going to be property values. And why is that important if you're relocating here from out of the area? Well, the property values in Camas tend to maintain and not fluctuate a whole bunch no matter what market we're in. And when we get into a really hot market, Camas values tend to jump up quite a bit. So if you're looking to relocate here out of the area, the property values are going to be great for you because you know that you're investing into a home and community where you're not too worried about those values fluctuating a whole bunch over time, even if the market itself is fluctuating. My pro number 4 is going to be outdoor activities and lifestyle. The great thing about Camas is, again, even though it's a small community, there are a ton of outdoor activities that you can do. And one of which is going to be Camas Lake. Camas Lake, you can fish, you can kayak, you can have small boats on it. So if you love water sports, you do have Camas Lake to do that on. Additionally, the Camas area is known for its hiking. You have the Camas trails. There's a lot of waterfalls and trails throughout the Camas area that people love hiking on. So outdoor activities and lifestyle in Camas is a great draw. You don't have to go far when you're looking to do something in the outdoors in Camas. Now, my pro number 5 is going to be proximity not only to the Portland airport, but the new Vancouver waterfront. Portland Airport, depending on where you're at in Camas, is going to be anywhere from about 20 to 25 minutes. The further into Camas you go, the longer a commute that it is, but it's still relatively short for the location that you're at, and it's a direct shot from Camas to the Portland International Airport. And the new Vancouver waterfront, which has been built up quite a bit over the last 5 years, has a ton of different activities and restaurants and bars. And Not only that, but they have new hotels. So if you want to have a staycation, it's a great area directly in downtown Vancouver, where there's some really high-end restaurants and hotels there that you can frequent and stay in. Additionally, in the summertime, there's a bunch of waterfront concerts and other things going on down there for entertainment. So the proximity to not only the Portland International Airport, but the new downtown waterfront is a huge draw for people that are looking to relocate to the Camas area. Real quick, now if you're watching this and realizing that Camas is checking every single box, but you're concerned about navigating our low inventory or finding the right neighborhood in your price range, that is exactly where I come in, and you can book a call below to chat about a relocation strategy for moving to Camas. Let's get back into it. So con number one, if you're looking to move to Camas, and you probably already know this, is the premium housing market and price point that you're gonna have to pay to purchase a home in the Camas area. So housing, the median price here is between about $800,000 and $850,000, which is quite a bit of money to get into a home in the Camas market. And that's mostly driven by the great schools that it has there. You have a lot of families that want to move into the Camas area, which drives up the housing costs because of the schools that are attached to the Camas housing. So if you're looking to purchase in Camas, again, the median price point is going to be about $800,000 to $850,000, which is going to kind of flow into my con number two. And that's going to be the inventory constraints on entry-level homes in Camas. So if you're looking to get into an entry-level home, there is not a lot to choose from for the sub $600,000 price range. Even if you were looking for a townhome, there is not a lot to choose from, even in the townhome inventory. So if you're looking for a home that's sub $600,000, you can really expect that if it's a home that has a little bit more square footage, that its likelihood is that it needs either updating, or there's going to be some work that needs to be put into it. Or if it has already been updated or remodeled, it's probably not going to have a substantial size to it. And so you can expect to pay a premium for an updated, smaller home in Camas, and just not a lot of entry-level properties there in the Camas area. So that's going to be my con number two for Camas. Now, con number three is going to be the commute over either the I-5 or 205 bridge, specifically if you have to go into Portland for work. And so the downside to living in Camas and having to commute to Portland is that you can really expect to have to drive anywhere from 30 to 40 minutes, especially if you're going directly into the downtown Portland area, because a lot of times people will go down Highway 14, which is the main highway that runs east and west from Camas to the I-5 bridge, and then taking the I-5 bridge into downtown Portland. Because of the amount of congestion and people that live in Washington and commute to Portland, you can expect to have a big commute time when you're traveling into downtown Portland if you're going there from Camas. Now, number four con also kind of flows in with number three, and this one's kind of personal to me, because if you're looking for grown-up entertainment without kids, there is not a lot to do in terms of entertainment for adults directly in downtown Camas. There are a lot of great choices for restaurants and bars and other things to do there, but if you're looking for more upscale, you're definitely going to be traveling into either the new downtown waterfront or directly into downtown Portland. So if you're looking for things to do as an adult, expect to have to commute, and that just goes back to you going to have to travel over either the 205 or I-5 bridge to get into the Portland area. Now, my number five con is the one that most people don't know about when they're looking to move to the Camas area, and they probably don't really look into this as they're looking at homes to purchase here, and that's going to be the higher property tax bills relative to the county and other parts of Vancouver. So if you're looking to buy in Camas, you need to make sure that you're looking at the property taxes specifically for the home that you're looking to purchase. And more important is going to be, if you're looking at purchasing a new construction home in Camas, a lot of times when you're looking at the property taxes are just based off of the value of the land, and they don't really get reassessed until after the home closes. So you need to make sure that if you're looking to purchase a new construction home in Camas, that you calculate what the taxes are going to be for that new construction property, because they're definitely going to change if they have not been assessed to the property when you're looking to buy new construction. So my con number 5 is going to be the higher property taxes in Camas. Make sure you check those out. So if you're thinking about a move to Camas and you have some questions about any of these pros, being properties that you're looking at purchasing, areas and neighborhoods that they're at, or cons, maybe you're looking at purchasing a new construction home and you really need to know what those taxes are going to be, or even if there's something that I did not cover and you have questions about it, feel free to book a call below. The link is down in the description. Additionally, we've also done everything that you need to know about Camas video, which you can watch here, or maybe you're thinking about building a home, and we've also done a video about that, which you can watch here, and we will see you on the next one.